welcome, and happy Saturday. So I'm out here early. It is 8:50. I came to my normal spot, which is actually out of my DoorDash zone. So I did get a DoorDash order coming in, and then it wasn't worth it, so of course I declined. So I'll show you all of the orders I've declined on my ride to my spot. I'm going to give it about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to actually move from this spot. I just came because it looked like it was going to be cold, so I brought out my fleece, and then I got out here and the humidity was like, you're in North Carolina. 68 is really 78. So I started burning up. So I stopped actually to take off the jacket and and because I had my tea, and I'm like, tea and fleece, that ain't gonna work. So here we are. It's probably not hot, cool enough. Oh, it is. Good. No dunking. We're still on my detox, so I have to, stay within guidelines for the next, today's day 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the next 4 days, stay in line. Yeah. Yes. So I'll come back if I get something worth showing. Hey y'all. So I am headed to Bojangles. As soon as I hung up with y'all, I got an order, and I do have to travel just a little bit to this particular location, and I'll show you exactly what the customer is getting when I arrive. Be back. Okay, I am back. Let me turn that down. So when I left off, I had came on to let you know that I was headed to Bojangles for an order. Great. Soon as I closed out of that video and went to go back to DoorDash, I got an add-on order. Okay, usually I decline add-on orders because they're, to me, never worth it. And then it's confusing because they be like en route, and I be like So to me, en route means that I go to this one restaurant, I go to this other restaurant, I'm going to hit the first customer that I accepted first before the second customer, because that's what en route to me mean. Like, oh, we got to stop in between. Well, DoorDash don't believe that. With their, oh Lord, you're supposed to get off that bike and walk it up this hill. Okay. Go ahead. I hope y'all can see him. I really hope y'all can see him. Like, why is he trying to ride his bike up the fucking hill? Like, who does that? Okay, dude. But back to the story. So I get this add-on order, and it was going, I think, about 8 something and going 5.5. And I was like, okay, usually they be throwing the $3 going 5, the $3 going 8, something weird. But this time it looks like it's worth it. So let me go ahead and see what it's about. So I click on it, and it was to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Now, Bojangles and Dunkin' Donuts is right next to each other. So I'm like, cool. Then I was like, oh my goodness, we know this Dunkin' Donuts do not like their lobby being open. And so I was like, oh. I said, well, I'm not far from it. Let me go ahead and see what's happening. So I end up going to it, right? And I get there, and the lobby is open. So I'm so excited. But then I glanced over at Bojangles, and I was like, why is there a fucking line? It's probably a fucking line because their lobby is closed. I'm like, oh my goodness, I just wish they can get enough workers. So I said, okay, let me run into Dunkin' and see what they're about, because the Bojangles line wasn't like extremely long. It was like I probably can get in, and if everybody just order their freaking biscuits and keep it moving. We'll be good. Well, I get into Dunkin' Donuts and there's no order for me ready. So the lady, like in the back of the store, sees me and screams out, "You in for DoorDash?" And I'm like, and so then she was like, so she hollered to the guy to go ahead and do it. So the guy, I've seen him at the other Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, damn, they must be low on workers, because he is so nonchalant. He has no expression at all. And so he trucks back over to the register. And so I seen one drink that possibly was my customer, but I wasn't 100% sure, but it was nothing else. A girl, one of the girls came and she was like, DoorDash, and then she looked at the cup and seen it wasn't, none of those was my order. She looked back at the boy and he's doing this. He's doing this, y'all. And I was like, man, these bitches didn't even start this order. So I'm like, okay. So I walk out. I didn't say anything. So I walk out. I'm like, let me go to the Bojangles. Since they got a line, I might as well get in it. So I go ahead and get into this line for Bojangles. And like, it was like moving. I'm like, oh shit, they moving. People getting their biscuits and keep it moving. And then stop. You gotta fucking kidding me. And then you know how when somebody taking too long in the drive-thru, like you can see people like, the fuck they ordering? Like, shit. Like, and so that's what I was doing. Like, what the fuck is she ordering? We was like there. So I ended up calling support, because I'm finna tell support, this lobby is closed. They're lying. Their lobby is closed. Please make them update this shit. So I'm sitting there, and then finally she gone, and then it's her, and it was 2 cars. So the next car went, boom, gone. The next car do it, boom, gone. I'm like, okay, good. So I get there, I tell them DoorDash, drive around. So I drive around, and I can't tell you what the customer who was taking so long unless she wasn't taking too long, it was taking too long to take her order, because when I turned around after telling them that, she was already gone. So it wasn't that long. I went and the order was ready, got out of line, went back. Finally, the order from Dunkin' Donuts was ready. So I ended up dropping off the Bojangles first, which it makes sense. But sometimes it don't. Sometimes it don't happen that way. But I dropped off the Bojangles first, which makes sense. And then the Dunkin' Donuts as well. Now, it was a freaking leave at door, but then I looked and said, all these beware of dog signs. I'm like, bitch, I'm not finna open this gate for nobody. Like, so but he came out because he already knew, like, I'm not finna this was gonna be outside of this gate, and everybody else finna get it but me. So yeah, so that was my first hour. And I be so like sad that I can't show y'all this stuff in a moment, because if y'all don't see it, did it really happen? Like, yeah, it really happened. So I'm finna close up shop, because I do have to get ready to get to an appointment at 11. And after that, let's see what we can get into. Do we have a goal today? We have a mini goal. But we will see. We will see what the rest of the day brings. Peace out. Hey y'all, I am back, and it is the lunch hour, so it's a little bit after 12. When I came back, I decided that I was going to look on Instacart. I looked on Instacart, and there was no orders. They wanted me to go to a hotspot. I wasn't doing that, so I turned on DoorDash, and DoorDash said that it wasn't busy in my area, so they wanted me to schedule. I don't do that, so I just kept it moving. I turned on Uber Eats and Grubhub, got in my car, went to my hotspot, the spot I like to start from. And as I was turning in on the main street to get to my hotspot, I received a double order from Uber Eats, and I'm always skeptical of those double orders from Uber Eats, y'all, because you never know where some people say don't know where you're going to the second location. So they only show you the first. So it was going about $18, 9.9 miles. I'll show you all of the information that I gathered to assess if I would ever do this again, because like I said, you just don't want to run into that issue. So I am turning into my first customer at this time. So let's see. And I do need to get off here because I need to know where I'm dropping this off at. All right, y'all. See y'all when I get back. All right, so I'm done dropping that order off. Somebody's playing basketball in the driveway, but I left it at the door as requested because you never know. So, but I did it. He didn't look like a rush to go get it, so he knew it wasn't for him. So right now I am headed to the next location at this present time, and the customer's only 5 minutes away, and so maybe they was telling the truth about this. Maybe the time was right. Maybe this was a very good order. D, it was a good one, girl. Keep it up, keep it up, Uber Eats, keep it up, Uber Eats. All right, let me go ahead and get off of here. all right, I am back. Why I just don't feel like I've been here? Oh, well, I do hear it. So what am I tripping? I was to say I don't hear, but I do hear. So I don't know what's crazy. But I am back from dropping that customer order off. It was a leave at door situation, so that's what I did. And I'm so happy that they wasn't that far. After closing out that order, I didn't receive nothing from Uber Eats, but so I turned on Grubhub and I received order from Carrabba's. As you know, with the new update with Grubhub, now you can see your mileage, and I don't stick to that because you know they could be lying. So I did look, and the restaurant, the icons for the restaurant and the customer were fairly close. So okay, so they own it. So I am, I think, less than 5 minutes away from the restaurant, and then it said it was ready for pickup, so it should be ready for pickup when I get there, because sometimes they be lying too. Yeah, they all be lying. But we gonna go ahead and get to this restaurant real quick. Peace out. I am back. So the order I dropped off to was actually to a business, and I knew it was going to be a business, so that's why I didn't come right back, because for the mileage to be that low in this vicinity of that particular restaurant, I was like, it had to be a business, and or because it didn't have an apartment number or a suite number, and it was a car dealership. But she didn't have anything other than leave at door. And I'm thinking, like, do you want me to leave your stuff outside of this business door? That's weird. So I ended up going in, and there was someone at the desk. It was like 1 million people at the desk. And I said who I was there for, and they were so kind, and I left the food with them. So I did receive a add-on order as I was pulling in my spot, and the add-on order, I was like, oh, the restaurant's right here, the customer's not that far, I'll take it. And I think that was and then I was like, I took it, and I was like, whoa. And the instruction says I gotta come in the mall. I'm not coming in the mall. So I ended up having to drop that like it's hot. And then I received 1 or 2 more that I rejected based on the mileage and the pay. So for me, look, it's so weird. People so weird. Like, why are you creeping to get behind this car? You could have drove up to get in front of this car. Like, people are idiots. Okay, and then you're not even. Where you going? Where you going? I wish you wasn't going this way. I wish you just move. So then, after a few of the rejections, the next step was and then you're gonna speed off when. After the few rejections, I did decide to pick up this order, and it's $14 going 8 point something miles. Now, yeah, we would see, because sometimes the distance could be off, but we will see how far we go. Even if the distance is to 8 point something miles, it still meets my requirements. So when I do certain apps and certain orders, I look at the distance $1.50 per mile. So if the going that amount is $1.50 per mile, I'll take that if I had a time. If I'm looking for something quick, fast, in a hurry, I'm not going to take it because I don't want to go that far, because I want to be able to get back and constantly get orders. I don't want to get too far away from where orders are popping. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if that's something that you look into. Like, if the pay and the distance is good, do you still reconsider if you find that it may take you out of a zone where you won't get any orders at all? We will see. Like I said, I don't know where this customer is at, but I just know that it's going 8 point something miles. Let me get off of here so we can go ahead and get this order. Okay, I am back, and it has been so busy that I am about to take a break. I am about to take a break. So I can't remember where I left off at. Okay, I left Carrabba. Oh, I was telling you that I picked up this order. I picked up this order that I wasn't sure I was willing to take because I was looking at the distance. So I'm gonna show you exactly how far the customer was from a restaurant. So the 8.8 that was quoted initially was a portion of me actually driving from where I was to the restaurant, and then the remaining was the customer. So as I was pulling up to the restaurant for that customer, I received an add-on order from Grubhub, which I haven't had too many of those, and I looked at it and it looked, worth going ahead and doing. And I'll show you exactly how much the add-on was, and then how far the customer was from the last location. So this break I'm going to take, one being is my phone, something's going on with it. I'm not able to really get the footage that I want to get because it keeps closing out of apps. Two is that it was fully charged and now it's not. So something's running in the background that's killing my battery. It keeps telling me that I need to replace my cord because it's slow charging. So we need to figure that out. So I know for sure that I probably won't come back onto camera today. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. So I was supposed to be explaining why I came out again, but somehow this got lost in translation, i.e. I started to ramble, and so I decided to just do a voiceover to lead into what I'm saying next. It was running this promotion. I was like, let me jump on it. Let me see what it's about. It's only one order for $5. $5 extra. So I turned it on and I did receive an order. This is the order. And then that order distance is saying it's $1 a mile. Now, what you need to understand is that it's taking account of the mileage from where you are going, where you're coming from to. So when you choose orders for Grubhub, if you choose to do the Grubhub platform, just know that. So, and you can kind of tell if you're familiar with the area. You can say, well, they want me to go to a restaurant that I know that's going to take me 5 minutes. So that 5 minutes is probably like in maybe 5 miles. And then they send it with this order, it's going to be, 9.9. So 4 point something is actually how far the customer is from the restaurant. So the closer you are to the restaurant, the better, because that'll be good. So here I am going and just dropping this order off and headed back to get I have to go back. What the hell is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Like, what is going on? So this car stopped in the middle of the road to make a left turn when there's actually a left lane. See it? I gotta go back in the house. gotta go back in the house. Like, yeah, let me drop this order off and go get this car.